Now we will have virtual journey of another Buddhist site at Ramatirtham in Andhra Pradesh. The Buddhist monastic site of Ramatirtham is located in Vijayanagaram district of Andhra Pradesh. It was at the hills to the north of the village known as Guru Bhakta Konda that Alexander Rie came across Buddhist remains in the early decades of the 20th century. Due to the natural landscape provided in the form of a narrow ledge, the structures at this site are arranged in a line from west to east. Due to the availability of good quality clay in the vicinity, major constructions were done in a baked brick, although stone has also been used at particular places like pillars and steps. The main stoop is towards the west and has a diameter of around 65 feet. A rock-cut water tank can be noted to its south, which may have once been used for varied purposes by the monastic community at this site. A terrace to the east of this main stupa has rows of cells made of bricks and also an apsidal shrine which was once plaster. A brick stoop stood at the apsidal end of this structure. It was encased with a stone slabs and it also yielded a relic casket. This can thus be called a Sharik stupa. A stairway and a moonstone, that is a Chandrashila, considered a very auspicious element of architectural plan, was a part of the Chaitya Gruha. A pillar mandap can be seen close to this. The pillars are octagonal shafts with square tops and bottoms. One comes across 4 brick-built apsidal Chaitya Gruhas after this mandap. 2 of these have partly preserved the stupas within them. 2 south-facing monasteries could be seen towards the north of these Chaitya Gruhas. Ghata or pot-shaped base pilasters with a stepped pedestals could be seen at the entrance of the cells of these monasteries. One of the monasteries has a 24 cells in total. Some remains of other structures and stupas were also found. The important finding from this site include a Buddha image of Amravati style, Satwan coin and 6 clay ceilings, one of which mentioned the term Sailasaghasa, that is a Shailasangha. This tells us that the site existed during the 2nd century of Common Era and also that probably Shailasangha was the dominant sect at this site. The hill adjoining this has also yielded remains of Buddhist structures. After the hills were deserted by the Buddhists, they were reoccupied later by the Jains during the 8th and 9th century of the Common Era, which can be inferred based on the Jain images found on both hills. This monument is protected by the Archaeological Survey of India. Let us see how to visit this site. It is located 85 kilometers away from the city of Visakhapatnam and 12 kilometers from Vizianagaram, from where buses or taxis can be taken. Now we are going to see an imposing grand structure of a Mahastup at Chandavaram, which is a less known Buddhist site located in Andhra Pradesh. The Chandavaram village is located in Prakasham district of Andhra Pradesh on the banks of Gullakamma river. It was strategically located on the junction of trade routes passing from Paithan to Banvasi and from Dhanyakatak to Banvasi. Due to this, varied influences can also be evidenced in its art and architectural idioms. After its discovery in 1972-73, large scale of remains of Buddhist stupas, Chaitya Gruhas, viharas were found. Beautiful sculptural panels once adorned the structures like a stupa here. These remains are now housed at various museums in the state and also at Government Museum, Chennai. Out of the 2 stupas found here on the low lying hill, the Mahastupa appears to have gone through 3 phases of structural development. The dome of this stupa appears to be bit elongated. It also had a provision of 2 railings encircling the stupa. The sculptural panels depict worship of the stupa. the visit of child Siddhartha to Yaksha Shakyavardhan. Based on art historical studies, the panels are dated to the early phase, that is the 1st century of the Common Era. This monument is protected by Department of Archaeology and Museums, Government of Andhra Pradesh. How to visit this monument? Markapur is the nearest town located at a distance of 32 kilometers from Chandavaram. Bus service can be availed from here. Vijayawada Airport is the nearest airport. Donakonda and Potlapadu are the nearby railway stations located at a distance of 17 kilometers and 26 kilometers respectively. You will be happy to have a virtual journey of another less known site of Andhra Pradesh, that is Kapavaram, which is also known as a Korukonda. This site is located in the East Godavari district of Andhra Pradesh. It is situated along the northern bank of the Godavari river on the Pandavulukonda hill. Mahastupa, Chaityagruha, Pradakshina Patha, refectory were found along with the other remnants of once thriving Buddhist monastic establishment. The Theravada phase and then Mahayana phase were witnessed at the site. It is a rare feature to come across rock cut architecture in the coastal Andhra Pradesh region, but here a rock cut vihar can be seen. A veranda is there at the front of 7 cells and a rock cut stairway leads to the hilltop. An image of Hariti, a Buddhist goddess of fertility and child protection, was found in this site. This site is protected by Archaeological Survey of India. How to reach this site? Samalakota is the nearest town at a distance of 37 kilometers from where buses can be availed. Drakshasam is the nearest railway station located 29 kilometers. And now we will have a virtual journey of another important site, Aduru. Aduru is located in the East Godavari district of Andhra Pradesh in the delta formation of Godavari river. It was exposed to first excavation in 1925 and then in 1953. Mahastupa, upside structures, monastic cells were discovered from the mound locally called Dubaraju Gudi. The stupa follows the typical wheel-shaped pattern of the 2nd century of the Common Era. The diameter of this stupa built on the platform measures 17 feet. It had 4 ayaka platforms in 4 cardinal directions. 2 stupas of smaller dimensions are there alongside the main stupa. The location of monastery at Aduru is unique, placed strategically between the sea coast and inland water. It could thus have been active as a trading center. This monument is protected by Archaeological Survey of India. Let us see how to reach this site. The nearest airport is Rajamahendravaram, previously known as Rajamundry Airport, which is 90 kilometers away from here. The nearest railway station is Palakollu and Rajamundry, which are around 35 and 130 kilometers respectively. Aduru can be reached by buses from Machilipattanam and Vijayawada, which are 17 and 75 kilometers away respectively. In this module, you have studied the Buddhist sites at Guntapalli, Aluru, Bhattiprolu, Kantasala, Ramatirtham, Chandavaram, Kapavaram and Aduru, located in Andhra Pradesh. These monastic sites witnessed the dissemination and development of Buddhism in the region. These sites have also preserved archaeological, architecture, sculptural and epigraphic evidence which verifies that Buddhism was flourished in this region for many centuries since 3rd century BCE. Thank you.